One of the things that I don't believe many Christians talk about, certainly those who are preaching faith and standing in faith and believe, God to do miracles, etc., is struggle. We don't talk about struggle very much, or if we do, we kind of jump off it. It's almost like we don't want to stay on it in case somebody gets the wrong idea or is not in faith. And I understand that, but I want to briefly talk a bit about the last year that I've gone through. I've not said a lot. I've not been on here. I've not put on here what I'm doing, what's happening next, but there have been several challenges, like struggle on steroids. Now, there's been a lot of positive, a lot of blessing. The biggest being time with my family, with my parents, with my niece and my nephew. I mean, I've just absolutely adored that. The rest of my family members, seeing some friends I haven't seen, some of them in, 20, 30 years. And that part has been wonderful. But in all honesty, it has been one of the most challenging years that I have had. A couple of days after landing, I hurt my leg quite badly. I now wonder, it might have been blood clots, I don't know, but was in severe pain for days. A couple of weeks or month, I think, after that, got very severe food poisoning, got bed bugs. Obviously, you know about the pulmonary embolism. I was in hospital, had blood clots throughout my lungs, had to have surgery for that. I moved location. In the first 4 or 5 months, I think like 30 different times I packed my suitcase to go from one place to another, sometimes short term, some more long term. I just wasn't sure where I was going to stay. There was just a lot of spiritual battle going on in the middle of all of that, trying to decide, am I going back to the UK? Am I staying in the US? It was a very, very, very challenging year. And it felt like a season where the Lord took me away. I won't go into it, but there's a teaching about the eagle when he molts, that the eagle flies up to a high place, loses all of its feathers, loses its sight, its hearing, it's isolated. It doesn't look very good. And I'm like, that's been my last year. I feel like I've just been taken out and everything taken off, and the Lord's starting to rebuild. And so I'm not quite sure what the future holds, if I'm completely honest. I'm seeking God. I'm asking him. I'm praying. I'm looking for open doors, really trying to hear from him. But I am going to start to probably come on and share a bit more, because this is what I love to do. I love to minister the word of God and to speak truth. And one thing that the Lord said to me yesterday, he said, I was thinking about refining. He said, the struggle will refine you, but don't let it define you. The struggle will refine you. Don't let it define you. We all have struggles. We have all, I think, been and are in the middle of a really challenging season. Don't let it define you. Don't let it define your words. Don't let it define your thoughts. Don't let it define how you see yourself. Definitely don't let it define how you see your future. Don't let it define how you see God. Go to the Word of God to define you, to define your future, to define his love for you, to define your purpose, to define your identity. Go to the Word of God to define truth over your life. But allow the struggle to refine you. Say, here I am, Lord, on the altar of your grace, asking that you refine me, that you refine what needs to be refined, that you realign what needs to be realigned, that you remove what needs to be removed, you replace what needs to be replaced, you replenish what needs to be replenished, that I can move forward in the call of God on my life. That's what we say, because I will not be defined by the struggle, but I will allow it to refine me.